Hey guys, neighborhood picks, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get right to it. With the NFL and what quarterbacks are going to go where, it's a pretty interesting time considering Brady left New England after almost 20 years, got a Super Bowl ring with the Bucks. Then Stafford did it last year, got a Super Bowl ring with the Rams, and that made me think about a couple guys. And yesterday I did a piece about Derek Carr because my argument to a lot of guys, well, if Stafford is considered a great quarterback, Derek Carr threw for 4,000 plus yards 4 years in a row, had a great seasons. Is he that next guy that's going to jump a team and maybe take them to the promised land, or are there guys above him that we should speak about first? So you know what? I'm not going to do a list and go backwards. Let's go for the whole enchilada right away. Tom Brady. Okay? That's why I'm wearing this red hat. I have a lot of common sense things that have gone in my head with Tom Brady. Number one, when have we ever known Tom Brady to set a goal and not follow through on it? He said he was going to play till 45. He said he wanted to play in that 45 year and then possibly stop. I've never known Tom Brady to quit anything early. He just played this year at 44. The last two seasons with the Bucks, he was 44 and 43. He said he wants to play till he can't play anymore. Well, let's look at the last two seasons on the Bucks. This past year, 5,300 yards, 43 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Oh my God. 2020, the Super Bowl year, 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. The guy has thrown for 10,000 yards in 2 years, 83 touchdowns, and only 24 interceptions. The guy can still play. So then that leads me to believe he just retired, right? Okay, I get it with the family and with Giselle and everything, but if you're Tom Brady and you're Giselle, and there are ways to have your cake and eat it too in this instance. There are definitely ways to skip all those long man hours, the bullshit, the training camp that you don't need to be at. And then if somebody calls you to come, because before I get into who, what, when, where, and why, I was watching. Did anybody see the Tuck Rule special on ESPN with Woodson and Brady? Tom Brady, if he stays pliable and stays in shape, I saw him say something to Woodson. It was about the play coming, and Brady was like, "Well, look," he goes, "with the amount of room you were giving me in the secondary." He goes, "If I would have," he goes, "now I would know that the defensive end would drop back and stand up in pass coverage, but back then I didn't." Brady at 25 was not even half as sharp reading defense as he is now at 44, going on 45. So the fact that he's so much sharper and knows so much more, he would not have an adjustment period. He'd come right in and win again. With who? The San Francisco 49ers, his childhood favorite team. That's the only team that Tom Brady would go to. Tom Brady grew up as a diehard San Francisco 49er fan. Now, the best team you could possibly go to is probably the Niners. They got a scary running game with Elijah Mitchell and all these guys. They went 10-7 last year, and in their last 12 games, they went 9-3. Now, what else? They have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. Their offense last year was ranked 5th in the NFL. Their defense was ranked 6th. The team is built now. Deebo Samuel. Like, look at the handwriting on the wall for Tampa Bay. Godwin blew out his ACL. Antonio went cuckoo. Things were falling apart. San Fran, Kyle Shanahan, they are together. They're like the Rams before they got Stafford. I can definitely see Brady going with Deebo and Elijah Mitchell and Kittle, the tight end, and the defense with Bosa, and oh my goodness, and the offense ranked 5th already. What he could do with them. I mean, Tom Brady can go fit anywhere. He's so smart. He's a leader. Jimmy G's winning with them. I know Tom Brady only because it's his favorite team, and he doesn't have to say he's sitting home. He's with Giselle. He's not sitting. Tom Brady lives a lifestyle with Alex Guerrero on the TB12. He's active, so he's in shape. He's watching film. How do you know? Because he's got the actual buttons where you can rewind and put it back. Like he's got the NFL film room in his mansion. There is nothing Tom Brady cannot prepare and be ready for from home. He doesn't live in a little fucking apartment in Wallington on the second floor with a landlord. No, he's in his mansion. His physical fitness gym is downstairs. His sauna's over here. His trainer comes to the house. His fucking football field is out back. It's like a 60-yard turf field. He's got players. He flies them in. That's not going to be an issue. So he can have all his family time, all of it, and then say, honey, I'm 45. You know I'm not going to be doing this for much longer. Put one here. Put one here. Put one here. I'm going to San Fran. I'm going to my childhood favorite team. We're going to win a Super Bowl. And then I'm going to really go out. Talk about last dance. Then I'm going to really go out. 3 teams, 3 chips, 49ers Super Bowl. But it's got to be next year, lightning in a bottle, or it's not going to happen. So that's my big one. I didn't want to just react on impulse the day after the Super Bowl when they started talking about it. You haven't heard me say about this yet. But when I heard Steve Young, when I heard Boomer Esiason via my man Stevie telling me about it, and Petey Jenks, I'm talking to him before, I believe that San Francisco is a viable place. Now, Jimmy G's out in the cold. Out of my 5 quarterbacks, there's one that I won't mention. It's Carson Wentz. He's a dumpster fire. Jimmy Garoppolo, I can see him going to the Colts and really, really being the difference. He's the opposite of Carson Wentz. He's not going to drop back 100 times and get hit every time, like holding on too long. Jimmy G can manage the game, even though I don't love that word. But his last 2 healthy seasons this year, 3,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. In 19, 4,000 yards, 28 and 13. That's pretty damn good. Then you got the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Got to mention him. Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver, guys. I just see him in Denver. They hired that coach for a reason. And when you have a running back that's as good as Javonte Williams, he's my favorite young running back in football. How I love T. Higgins. I love Javonte Williams. Takes 3 guys to get him down. One-arm tackles don't get him down. I see elevation in the receivers. People didn't think so highly of Kupp going into last year, but Stafford got there. What the fuck is going to happen when Rodgers starts throwing Jerry Jeudy open, or Sutton, or even Patrick? You're going to see a bump in everybody. Noah Fant could become Mark Andrews. I see Rodgers going the light altitude, the air. You could throw a little better out there. Peyton Manning did it. It's got a track record already. So I like Aaron Rodgers going over to Denver. Jimmy G sliding into the Colts. Tommy Boy going to the 49ers whenever they need him. He probably let Trey Lance kill himself for 5-6 games or whatever, But I do see them making a call. Why wouldn't you give a call if you're Kyle Shanahan to Tom Brady when you know what I just set up for you? The pliability, the working out. He's in top shape. The nutrition. He's still throwing, flying. You could fly guys in on a chopper to your lawn. Nothing is an inconvenience. So I would definitely not be shocked when, not if, Tom Brady gets a call next year. I wouldn't be shocked if that little sneak Russell Wilson slides right into Tampa Bay. He's like a little sneak. If you ever think about it, Russell Wilson, since he went from game manager to like let Russ cook, has won shit. Russell Wilson's a wannabe top tier, but he's not. He's a B-level quarterback, B+. He's a very good one, very good. But he's not Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. No, he's not. So I could see Russell Wilson sneaking into Tampa Bay because he likes the deep ball, risky biscuit. We all know about Bruce Arians. And then, you know what? It leaves the same damn guy out in the cold that gets no respect, the Rodney Dangerfield of the NFL, Derek Carr. Derek Carr, last 4 seasons, 4,800 yards, 4,100, 4,000, 4,000. I mean, come on. Russell Wilson's last 4 seasons, 3,100, 42, 41, 34. Derek Carr's got more yards than Wilson. Carr's touchdown passes, 23, 27, 21, 19. Those are the last 4 years. Wilson, 25, 40, 31, 35. He throws a little more. All right. Russell Wilson's rushing yards, 3 years ago, 350. 2 years ago, 500. Last year, 183. If you haven't noticed, Russ is getting a little husky. So be careful with that. Carson Wentz, stick him in the shit house. I don't want anybody picking him up. Better not be the Giants or something. So those are my top 5. We start with the big kahunas. I think Brady's going to get that call. It's just a matter of when, not if. I think Rodgers is going to go to Denver. I think Jimmy G is going to slide into the Colts. I think Russell Wilson's going to sneak his way into Tampa Bay. And Derek Carr, Pittsburgh. You know, we'll take a shot on him. A stand-up guy with backbone. Who's that? Mike Tomlin. That's the guy. That's a guy I believe in. I love Mike Tomlin. And he doesn't have losing seasons anyway. You lose Big Ben. If you could get Derek Carr in Pittsburgh, Najee Harris, great running back, all these good players, I wouldn't be surprised if Carr goes to Pittsburgh. But that's just rough draft stuff. We're going to get into that. This is the quarterback carousel. Neighborhood picks, like, subscribe, share it far and wide, because we're always going to provoke thought, not be boring, and dialogue. Leave your comments in there, whether you agree or disagree. As long as there's nothing mean-spirited, I'll always respond. Mean-spirited stuff just gets ignored because we don't have time for that. We're here for fun and uplifting and bringing people together. So this was the quarterback carousel as per February 25th, 2022. It's always fluid, like Stephen A says. Fluid. And that'll be the last time I ever reference him. Bye-bye.